Welcome to the Kobrand section of Wine Notes from March of 2016. Louis Jadot has a top value rip of $270 on 15 cases. This is the same $18 per case that used to run at 25 cases previously, and this rip runs in March from the 15th to the 31st only. The rip now includes Chablis, which was previously excluded from the rip. Use this as an opportunity to gain more mass displays from America's best-selling Burgundy. Your Jadot sales are supported by a display enhancer. If an account purchases a minimum of 15 cases of Jadot BMV, and one of which must be Chablis, and you book a display via Raritan Merchandising, a display enhancer is installed, including an Amazon Echo. There are a maximum of 30 display enhancers available in the state. First come, first served. St. Francis Sonoma is a performance model in March, and the plan is to be a rip buy-in at the end of the month. New St. Francis Sonoma Pinot Noir is added to the rip. The fruit is sourced from cooler areas of Sonoma County, allowing the grapes to develop full flavors while retaining natural acidity. Malolactic fermentation occurs in French oak barrels, 25% of which are new, and it's aged for 10 months prior to release. At 1733 wrap-up, this represents remarkable value in cool climate Pinot Noir. The rip is $550 on 15 cases, and it runs all month. The rip excludes Claret and Splash. It's worth more than $3.05 per bottle, and if it's applied to the Chardonnay at an invoice price at $11.33 wrap-up, this rip is worth nearly 27% in rip profit dollars to the trade. And if the same wine is sold at a hot retail price of $11.33, the profit to retail is $3.71 per bottle, or more than 32% in profit to the trade if you use the rip as part of the profit. It's supported by a display enhancer. If an account purchases a minimum of 15 cases of St. Francis Sonoma, excluding Claret and excluding Splash, and you book a display via Raritan Merchandising, a display enhancer is installed, including a life-proof free power external battery case for Apple iPhone 6 and 6S in black. There's a maximum of 30 display enhancers for the state. First come, first served. Residence Pinot Noir emanates from the single estate, the Residence Vineyard. Maison Louis Jadot's first venture outside of Burgundy since their inception in 1859, Residence takes its name from the vineyard site. The Residence Vineyard is situated in the Yamhill Carlton AVA in the Willamette Valley, which is in the northwest part of Oregon, just south of Portland. The 32-acre dry farm vineyards has some of the oldest non-grafted rootstock in the Willamette Valley that were planted in 1981 in a mix of sedimentary deposits and ancient balsamic soils. The Residence team includes Jacques Lardier as winemaker, famed former winemaker at Maison Louis Jadot for 42 years. It also includes Thibaut Gaget as head of operations. Thibaut is grandson of André Gaget and son of Maison Louis Jadot president Pierre-Henri Gaget. Here are some key selling points. Domestic Pinot Noir continues to grow with an increase of more than 11% in dollar sales and more than 9% in volume, based on Nielsen 52 weeks data ending August 15 of 2015. Oregon Pinot Noir at more than $20 a bottle is on fire, with an increase of nearly 23% in dollar sales and more than 25% in volume, based on the same Nielsen data. Part of Maison Louis Jadot, and focused only on the top quality vineyard sites, grapes, and winemaking, which results in some of the finest wines in the world. With 42 years of experience in making some of the greatest Pinot Noirs, Jacques Lardier brings his talents to one of the world's most up-and-coming Pinot Noir regions. This wine in this vintage scored 93 points in the Wine Spectator. Mullen Road is a new Washington State red blend made by Dennis Cakebread. This wine scored 91 points in the Wine Advocate in the 2012 vintage. Previously out of stock, we received another shipment, and the remaining inventory of 2012 vintage is now in stock and on open sale. It has a new rip for March that tops out at 2 cases, $100, and that's on a 6-pack. It's worth $8.33 per bottle, or nearly 21% in rip profit dollars to the trade. Tenuta di Biserno arrived in the Kobrand Italian portfolio in 2015. Here are some key selling points. This is a partnership between Marchese Lodovico Antinori, creator of Italian legends Ornellaia and Massetto, and his brother Marchese Piero Antinori, president of acclaimed Antinori Wines. It is also a collaboration with legendary enologist Michel Rolland. The vineyards benefit from Upper Maremma's perfect terroir. Producing unique blends, Tenuta di Biserno produces wines that are higher in Cabernet Franc than many of its competitors. The 2012 Il Pino di Biserno is a unique blend of Cabernet Franc, Merlot, and Cabernet Sauvignon with Petit Verdot. It scored 92 points in the Wine Spectator and has a rip of $160 on 2 6-packs, which is worth $13.33 per bottle, or more than 22% in rip profit dollars to the trade. Masi Campofiorine is a priority for Kobrand. Campofiorine is the original Super Venetian made with Masi's double fermentation technique. Made from local Viennese grapes, vinified and re-fermented with a small percentage of semi-dried grapes of the same varietals. This style was originally created in 1964 using Masi's interpretation of ancient Viennese re-fermentation. Masi's double fermentation process enriches the wine's color, extract, tannins, and alcohol, bringing new aromas and flavors to the wine. Masi Campofiorine enjoys a continuous legacy of top reviews. We're shipping the new 2012 vintage, which has yet to be scored. In March, aside from assorting in the Kobrand Italian assortment rip, we offer a standalone top rip on this item of $440 on 10 cases. This is worth $3.66 per bottle on 1267 wrap-up, returning 29% in rip profit dollars to the trade before 1 penny of markup. We have an incredible rip on select Italian wines that is important to understand. This rip assorts 10 Italian wines that wholesale between $10 and $18. The rip is $100 on 5 cases, or $20 per case. Assorting in this rip is Masi Bonacosta Valpolicella. This is important to understand because Masi Valpolicella is a volume driver in the line. When you're working to close important sales, remember to call our area reps from Kobrand to help you. They'll help you even for 1 key account call. Be sure to call area rep Bill Bruno for the South or Christina Renda for the North. You can get their contact information from the wine notes, which are sent attached to the email that gave you the link to this video. Thank you for watching and listening to the Kobrand section of Wine Notes for March of 2016.